tearing the pipelines, breaking bones in the camps. It was Hola, it was Hola that showed everyone what they tried to do. It was Hola, it was Hola that showed everyone what they tried to do. Breaking bones out here in the pipelines, breaking bones in the camps, breaking bones out here in the pipelines, breaking bones in the camps. It was Hola, it was Hola that showed everyone what they tried to do. It was Hola, it was Hola that showed everyone what they tried to do. Breaking bones out here in the pipelines, breaking bones in the camps, breaking bones out here in the pipelines, breaking bones in the camps.
One evening after work, one of the homegirls grabbed my hand and ordered the other women to go on. I was scared and terrified. I wanted to fight on, but with one look, my mother reminded me of what she had whispered during that time. She told us not to fight them and let them do whatever they wanted to do. She said, as they do what they want to do, remember, your father will come and fight for us, will come with freedom. Let them do whatever they want to do and tell him what they're doing in your mind. And that way, wherever he is, he will go stronger and fight and will come for us. Later that evening, a 6-man heaved and grunted on top of me. I shouted, Father! Father, they're tearing me apart and my soul hurts. Years later, in 1965, my father told me to walk with him to the farm. He wanted us to go and collect arrows because his back was not what it used to be. And on our way back, my father said to me in these exact words, I'm sorry they hurt your soul, my daughter, but I am glad they did not kill it. To this day, I wonder whether when I was being brutalized at Kiamarida village and my father was at the detention pipeline, whether he had me. That's the spirit of my father. It was Ola, it was Ola, the shoulder what they tried to do. Breaking rocks are tearing the pipeline, breaking bones in the camps, breaking bones are tearing the pipeline, breaking bones in the camps. It was Ola that showed everyone what they tried to do.
The first dead body my father ever saw was that of a little white girl. My father was only 10 years old. On December 1952, Sir Evelyn Baring, the governor of the British Kenyan colony, declared a state of emergency. Anyone who had taken the oath of the Mau Mau or their sympathizers was detained and tortured indefinitely. Over 150,000 Kenyans were arrested in mass raids and detained in detention camps known as the pipelines. Detainees were physically and sexually assaulted, castrated, and even beaten. One in every 6 women in this country is sexually violated. I am talking about our wives, our mothers, our daughters, our sisters. We are a nation so violent towards our women that a whole hospital, the Nairobi Women's Hospital, had to be built to tend to the victim, to expose the root cause of this mad disease and understand how this madness against ourselves took root. I'll share with you the story of my daughter, Sifa, a Pokomo girl who grew up in the village. My daughter, Sifa, is now 63 years old. Her story will sound like a tale, but she speaks the truth, the whole truth, as she remembers it.
I arrived in Nairobi on the 17th December 1944 at 6:15 a.m. In those days, it was hard to have gone to places like Kaloleni, leave alone Mombasa. One could talk about trips to those towns for years without tiring anyone. Alafu ndio huyo mimi Sifa Zaida Amadi, a 15-year-old Pokomo girl on a goods train from my native Rabai to Nairobi to start a new beginning. Safari, hey, safari ya pamba ni macheo. Safari, safari ya pamba ni macheo. 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 Eti why did I need to start a new life? Nitawaeleza. Mvumilivu hula mbivu. At 12 years, hadn't I been rescued by the missionary brother Bright from being married off to a local witch doctor who had managed to convince my parents to donate me to the spirits for their sexual pleasure? Of course, that was not the reason he gave. Lakini, it was well known that sex is what the spirits wanted. Sindio? No. No. Those were not the spirits raping me. Actually, 3 years later, I was raped throughout the night by a drunken nephew of the missionary. He made me pregnant. In his shame, the missionary and his wife blamed me and sent me away to Nairobi, to a Christian Indian friend of theirs, kwa jina Paul Manubai Sejani. He owned the Sejani corner stores in Ziwani.